Welcome back, Monster Jam fans, to another Snipe series. It's been a while once again. It's been a busy year for me. So I'm sorry for the wait, but wait no more. Welcome to Snipe series number 18. I'm your host, Joseph Nelson, the Green Joe Buff. I'll answer to either one. And we got quite the track here. Got the Axle Annihilator, we got the triple, got the big jump in the middle. We got 26 of the best Monster Jam trucks. Let's look at our field of trucks. So we got me and Outlaw, Fangio 8 and Gravedigger, Spin Master Monster Jam and the Pickup Gravedigger, Cody Armstrong and Son of a Digger, C Hill 2003 and Max D, Shadow vs. Ghost and El Toro Loco, Kate Wilson and JCB Digatron, Anna Blank and Sparkle Smash, Aiden Richards and Dragon, Monster Jam Fox 68 and Backwards Bob, Kenny D MJ Fan 1203 and Metal Militia, Mark the Wolf 05 Studios and Wolverine, Tristan Fan Racing 2000 and Batman, Antonio Rodriguez III in Santa, Eli Curie 21 in Mash and Dash, Metal House Racing and Overboard, Jason Craddock in Wildside, Joseph Richards in Black Pearl, Monster Jam Collector Racing in Bigfoot, Double Bacon Chase Burger and Mrs. Bigfoot, Hobby Buddy 99 in Bigfoot, Introvert Drew in Torque Terror, Dallas Bishop 15 and Carolina Crusher, Monster Jam Top Dog and Ice Cream Man, Is That Rose and Destroyer, and Afro Shaggy in Radical Rescue. So that's your field of trucks, and this is round number 1 of Monster Truck Racing. And here we go, round number 1. We got Outlaw in the purple lane and Santa's Monster Sleigh in the orange lane. And I don't know if you saw my test footage videos, but I got a new phone. And this is another great way to test the quality of the camera. So here we go. Round number 1. Outlaw versus Santa. And not a bad start to racing. And Outlaw is going to take the win over Santa's Monster Sleigh. And moving on with round 1 of racing. We got Overboard racing out of the purple lane. Taking on Mrs. Bigfoot in the orange lane. It's Chevrolet versus Ford. Down they go, the both of them. And they keep it on all 4, and Mrs. Bigfoot will advance to round 2, taking down Overboard. And next up in round 1 racing, in the purple lane is a multi-time Science Series racing champion Destroyer, taking on former World Finals champion Dragon in the orange lane. These are the only 2 metal chassis trucks in this whole lineup. Let's see who's the fastest. And it's gonna be Dragon. And next up in round 1 racing, out of the purple lane from the Marvel Universe, a name we haven't heard in a while on this channel, it's Wolverine. And in the orange lane, representing Team Neon, it's Sparkle Smash. And what air by both trucks, and Sparkle Smash will get the win despite going over and landing back on all 4. What a way to finish. And next up, 2 classic names. We got Carolina Crusher racing out of the purple lane, taking on Gravedigger Pickup in the orange lane. And Gravedigger, I don't even know what to say. He absolutely sent it right into the wall. Carolina Crusher just could not keep up. And next up in round 1 racing, we got Batman in the purple lane, taking on Mash and Dash in the orange lane. Which, by the way, this truck can also be a Christmas truck, too. I mean people have turkey on Christmas. Last year I did a ham and a turkey. Wonder what I'll do this year. And also, Batman Returns is technically a Christmas movie. And Mash and Dash had gone for a sky wheelie. I guess the throttle stuck, and Batman took advantage of it and advances to round 2. Tough luck for Mash and Dash. And next up in round 1 racing, 2 trucks that no longer run Monster Jam that I miss very much. Max D taking on Metal Militia. And what a race. Max D will advance to round 2. And next up in round 1 racing in the purple lane is Backwards Bob taking on Black Pearl in the orange lane. And problem for Backwards Bob, and Black Pearl goes over, but despite that, still manages to get the win. And next up is the race that I can't get enough of doing on this channel. Gravedigger in the purple lane taking on Bigfoot in the orange lane. I would absolutely kill to see this happen again in real life. And what a finish. They tap in midair, and Gravedigger will advance to round 2. Looking good for Team Gravedigger. We'll see what Son of a Digger can do. Alright, next up in round 1 racing, we got Ice Cream Man in the purple lane taking on Son of a Digger Smash and Bash in the orange lane. And what a finish. Ice Cream Man tried to take out Son of a Digger but failed. So Son of a Digger will advance to round 2 and actually managed to stay in one piece. How about that? And next up in round 1 racing, we got Wild Side in the purple lane. How matching. Same thing goes for El Toro Loco, who's in the orange lane. Should be a good one. Man, I keep forgetting Zach Garner signed that. It's so hard to see. And what a jump by Wildside. Absolutely sends it and takes the win. Wildside living up to his name, taking down El Toro Loco for the win and advancing to round 2. Need to fix the... Okay. Alright, next up in round 1 racing, always on duty, we got a fire truck taking on a backhoe. We got Radical Rescue in the purple lane taking on Digatron in the orange lane. And problems for Digatron and Radical Rescue will advance to round 2. And last race for round 1, racing out of the purple lane, sponsored by Black Widow Exhaust, is Torque Terror. And in the orange lane, debuting a brand new look and hoping to assert dominance in the 2026 season, is Snakebite. You'll find this at any fight below. Hashtag not sponsored. And the all-new Snakebite taking down Torque Terror and advancing to round 2. That concludes round 1. Alright, before we move on to round 2, time for a fast loser race. We got 3 trucks. We got Digatron, Bigfoot, and Santa's Monster Sleigh. And Digatron falls apart, Santa falls behind, and Bigfoot will be back for revenge to take on his old nemesis, Snakebite, in round 2. And before we move on to round 2, it looks like we got a little bit of a grudge match going on here between 2 new trucks. New name looking to debut in 2026 is Slam Pre taking on Dodge Charger. And you can catch these 2 in the 2026 season. And this is a grudge match. Down they go, both of them. And they both hit the wall. And it's going to be the newcomers, Slam Pre, taking down Dodge Charger in this grudge match. Alright, back to the main racing. We got Outlaw taking on Mrs. Bigfoot. And nice there by both trucks. They land on all 4. And Mrs. Bigfoot will take down Outlaw for the win. And next up in round 2 racing, Sparkle Smash in the purple lane and Dragon in the orange lane. The Unicorn versus the Dragon. Here we go. And what a finish. The Unicorn takes down the Dragon. Sparkle Smash advancing to round 3. And next up in round 2, we got Batman in the purple lane and Gravedigger in the orange lane. And what a race. They go over, both of them, and Batman will advance to round 3. And next up in round 2 racing, Max Z taking on Black Pearl. And it's going to be Black Pearl. And next up in round 2 racing, it's a Team Digger matchup. It's Gravedigger versus Son of a Digger. And Son of a Digger goes off the track. Yeah, I didn't put up any walls. So Son of a Digger goes off the track, and that means Gravedigger advances. I guess I wanted to make it more challenging. I don't know, I just kind of like the look of it being open like this. Plus, I gotta clean this up later. Alright, next up in round 2 racing, we got Wildside taking on Radical Rescue, who is in the opposite lane. in round one, he was in the purple lane. He's a little bit out of his comfort zone here. Let's see what he can do against Wildside in the orange lane. Down on they go. And whoa! I don't know if I caught that or not, but Wildside did an awesome stop. That was crazy. But yeah, Wildside advances. Yeah, the sand is still a little bit dry. This makes it even more challenging. And here we go, another classic rivalry. It's one way to end round two. Bigfoot in the purple lane taking on Snakebite in the orange lane. And Snakebite takes down Bigfoot. Did he sabotage him again? Darn you, Colt Cobra. And we got one more fast loser race. This time we got Metal Militia, Carolina Crusher, and Overboard. 3 trucks with only one winner. Down they go. And it's going to be Overboard. I thought it was going to be Metal Militia. Then Overboard comes out of nowhere and takes the win. Tough luck for Carolina Crusher. But Overboard will be back for revenge to take on Snakebite in round 3. And I was going to say next up in round 2, but we're in round 3 now. First up in round 3, Sparkle Smash taking on Mrs. Bigfoot. And what a finish, Mrs. Bigfoot advancing to the semifinal round. And next up in round 3, Batman taking on the Black Pearl. And Black Pearl goes all the way to the end, taking down the Batman. And next up in round 3, Gravedigger taking on Wildside, who is in the opposite lane this time. Let's see what he can do in the orange lane. And he still gets the win, taking down Gravedigger. And last race of round 3, Overboard taking on Snakebite. And nice slap wheelie by Overboard, but unfortunately it costed him the win. Snakebite advances to the semifinals. Alright, before we move on to the semifinals, I forgot to do this race after the last Fast Loser race. But this is grudge match number 2 on this time series. We got Blue Thunder taking on Bad News Travels Fast. The newest 2 packs, they finally hit my area. About freaking time. And no, you will not see Avenger or Maxi in this one. Those are for later. Anyways, next grudge match, Blue Thunder, Bad News Travels Fast. Down they go. And it's going to be Blue Thunder. For some reason, they keep doing yellow off. Stop putting yellow on Blue Thunder. It is not a match. It's Blue Thunder, not Yellow Thunder. Yeah, sorry, not sorry. Justifiable crash out. Alright, this is the semifinals. We got the Black Pearl taking on Mrs. Bigfoot. And putting an end to Mrs. Bigfoot's winning streak. Black Pearl going to the finals. And who will be facing Black Pearl in the finals? Will it be Snakebite or will it be Wildside? The Snakebite in the opposite lane. Let's see what he can do. Down they go. And it's going to be Wildside. And before we move on to the finals, we got one more grudge match. It's Slam Pre taking on Blue Thunder. And Blue Thunder wins the final grudge match here on this time series. And there's nobody in these trucks. And congratulations to Blue Thunder. Alright, now on to the actual finals. Alright, it's all come down to this. 2 trucks but only 1 winner. It's a team overboard matchup. Racing out of the purple lane, it's Joseph Richards in Black Pearl. And racing out of the orange lane, it is Jason Craddock in Wildside. Somebody's got to win. Somebody's got to lose. And it's time to go racing right here, right now. And claiming his first championship on this channel. Well, the drivers won plenty of times. It's Jason Craddock in Wildside. Wildside getting his first ever victory on this channel. Ooh, he is going to be a force to be reckoned with in freestyle, that's for sure. Let's see how well he does in Triple Threat Racing, which is next. Until then, thank you for watching. Congratulations to Jason Craddock and Wildside, and good luck to you in Triple Threat Racing. I'll see you there.